Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alex and welcome back to the Irate Alex YouTube channel. So recently guys, if you do keep up with the channel, you'll know that some of my subscribers did suggest to me that I try to upload daily content. That didn't really work out, did it? And speak about, well, multiple sclerosis, speak about the recent diagnosis in my life and kind of like just vlog it, speak about my experiences as it could help other people and it could be cathartic for me. Personally, I don't find it cathartic. For me, I kind of see it as moaning, but I don't mind talking about such things as that's been my MO since being on YouTube. When I was Irate Bear, I spoke about mental health problems more often than not. And as Irate Alex, with my current predicament, I don't mind talking about the signs and symptoms of things like MS, so I think it's probably worth me speaking about it as it might help somebody else. So I don't know when multiple sclerosis first started really affecting me, but I have an inclination as to when it really started to ramp up and build up and start to do damage to my, well, the inside of me, if you will. Some of you may remember me speaking about attempting to get arthritis diagnoses over a year ago, when I was still trying to get a job at the time, and then subsequently when I got into my job that I started around this time last year, I was starting to feel a lot of pain in my fingers, thumbs, hands, joints, elbows, and my neck. I was finding myself having to take painkillers and anti-inflammatories more often as time went on. And as you guys know, when I had my first major episode back in Feb, it kind of all went downhill, and then 9-10 months later we're here. So what do I experience on a daily basis? Well, most of you know that the reason why I don't upload as much as I used to, the reason why I haven't followed through with a lot of the announcements and plans and things, is because of things like fatigue. From the second I wake up to the second I go to sleep, I'm in pain. I mean, the pain is not substantial. The pain is not, but it is all over my body, primarily in my hands, arms, and elbows. If you watch my Twitch streams on a regular, twitch.tv/IrateAlex, link down below. I do stream there 4 times a week. Come give me a follow. Come give me a watch. We always have a good time. Shameless show. God, it's stuck a tick with me at this point, isn't it? It just falls out of me. From the moment that I wake up, I'm in pain. And depending on my body's decision that day, depends on the substantial or subsequent amount of pain. The pain can manifest itself primarily as a combination of pins and needles and aching pains. This can be all over my body at one time, or it can be more focused on my joints, so elbows, wrists, neck. The muscles around my neck do have a bad habit of becoming inflamed quite often to the point of throbbing, and I can even feel it. It feels like my neck muscles are breathing and pulsating. It's rather unpleasant, but I usually start around a 2, and a 2 out of 10 in terms of pain. This is the best, optimal situation that I can experience, because I can ignore that. However, as time goes on, as the day passes through, this pain does have a habit of increasing, and the maximum it tends to reach is a 6 or 7. The problem is I can ignore it around even at 6 and 7, but when it's all over your body, it becomes exhausting and becomes hugely fatiguing. Fatigue isn't just like being tired. Fatigue is like having your energy robbed from you. It's the reason why I've had to cancel live stream after live stream after live stream. It's the reason why I just haven't been able to get things done in terms of the daily content. Like the other day, I did 4 videos in a row on this channel. I actually did a total of 6 videos. I did one for my passion project, which I know sounds poncy. Shut your face. And I did one for the OnlyFans as well. By the way, if you enjoy my dulcet tones, if you think that my voice has a calming effect on you, then go check out onlyfans.com/AlexASMR. Link will be down below. Feel free to make fun of me. I don't care. I was medically discharged from my job. Brother's got to make money. #capitalism, baby. Capitalism. So since then, I've gone through different medications and things like that in an attempt to block my nerves. And I'm now on pregabalin, I think it's pronounced, a brand new medication. I'm also on new ADHD medication, atomoxetine. So I guess we'll just see what happens from there. What else? What other problems do I tend to get? Well, other than just like being achy and having to get up and stretch a lot of the time, like sometimes I can sit here without moving for hours and hours and hours, but I often have to start rocking like this because when the pain builds up in my hips, it becomes, well, it's horrible. It's like a searing, burning pain. I've also become extremely sensitive to heat from time to time. The Mrs. Vanilla Bear, sometimes she'll sneak up behind me, lovingly place her hot ass hands on my back, and even though I'm wearing clothes when she does it, it's still painful. I don't know why this is. Hell, I was having a bath the other day because my shower broke. I know I much prefer showering, but whatever. And I was sat in cold water. I had no idea. Vanilla Bear put her hand in the water. She was like, "This water's cold." I was like, "No, it's not. It's hot." It's not a case of that being like that all the time, but I don't know. I'm also fairly sure I had an episode the other day. I was doing quite well with the daily uploads until it got to Wednesday, and I was feeling fatigued, so I went to bed. When I woke up, I couldn't walk. My ability to walk was massively reduced for the first time since having my episode back in Feb. I actually had to use my walking stick to get around the house again because my legs just weren't working. You remember the movie Forrest Gump? You remember how Forrest would walk around with those leg braces on to start with? That's how I was walking around my house. I had to go down the stairs on my ass. And because I've lost so much weight, I don't have the same meat on my ass as I used to. So going down the stairs hurts. But yeah, that's another problem. Dizziness is something that comes and goes, really. Confusion can happen from time to time. You may have seen this when this happens to me on stream, as I'll just kind of go off into my own world. Of course, that can also be an issue with ADHD. Talking massively fatigues me. If you watch my live streams, you'll know that after about 40 minutes to an hour, I'll start losing steam. Sometimes this isn't always the case. Sometimes I can just go on and on and on and on and on. This is not a problem whatsoever for me, and I don't really feel fatigued until the end of it. But 9 times out of 10, 2-hour live stream, especially if I'm carrying it on my own, I'll just be buggered by the end of it, and that'll probably write me off. And you may also notice as well that those days, and it's been a while since I've done it, but where I've live streamed to YouTube and then to Twitch, I'm often written off for a couple of days afterwards as well. So yeah, and I don't get it twisted. I'm not sitting here whinging about stuff. The things that I get annoyed about is not being in the right frame of mind or the physical ability to do what I need to get done. I liked making longer form videos. I liked absolutely tearing people apart. I loved making the crappy parody songs. I loved doing all of those things. But now I can't do them. Or if I were to do it, it would take me a very, very long time. Very long time, you know? And because of all the frustrations and because of just being fatigued and unwell, I just find myself massively depressed and just not wanting to talk to anybody about anything, or I get super angry and just don't want to talk to anybody about anything. So I end up just kind of withdrawing, playing the game satisfactory. Again, if you're in my Discords, you'll know that I tend to post pictures of what I build in that game. If I'm playing that game, there's a good chance I'm not in the mood to talk to anybody. It just happens. It's just how I deal with things, I guess. Trying to be a positive force, trying to be my own personal advocate and trying to push forward and trying to be an online entertainer and stuff. It's hard. It's hard because on its own, without the multiple sclerosis, being self-disciplined enough to come into here every day, the same place where I do a lot of my gaming and stuff and play with friends. This is also my workstation. This is the place where I earn money, you know. and then kind of mixing both of those things. That's already a tough job to do as it is for YouTubers and just people who work online or just work from home in general. But then add multiple sclerosis to this. My bed is only, it's that way. It's up a flight of stairs, and stairs have become my bane. Yeah, and like right now, I know that I'm waffling right now, but that's fine. You know, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the dead air from this video and just upload it, because I know that there are some people that want it. I don't get the incontinence issues with multiple sclerosis. And here's the thing, like people were like, of course he's not going to admit to that. I would admit to that. if you don't think that I would talk about that kind of shit, literal shit, then you don't know me properly. I would be more than happy to talk about that. If I had to sit here and wear a goddamn diaper, I would tell you. If I had to sit here and have a catheter in, I would tell you. Because I'll tell you what, having one of them tubes in your willy, I know that there are versions that can go into your stomach, but they would probably start me off from going through the penis. I would be screaming about it very loudly, because I'm a man. You know what I mean? And men scream when our penises are attacked by little plastic things, you know what I mean? So... Other than that, I don't really know what else to say. The things that I do to alleviate the signs and symptoms, I have compression gear. I get something that is called Multiple Sclerosis Hug, or MS Hug for short. If you follow me on Instagram, which is instagram.com/IrateAlex, shameless, you may have noticed I've posted pictures of me wearing this or the Superman one. I have these are compression shirts. I also have some compression fingerless gloves and compression elbow sleeves and knee sleeves as well. Basically what happens is, and it usually does it when I first wake up, it doesn't do it every day, but when it happens, my lord, oh my lord, it feels like my windpipe is being crushed. It feels like someone's hand is in there crushing it. And when it attacks, it'll either happen when I'm in here and I'm super relaxed, and I'm ready. I'm getting ready to get up and go to bed, or it will happen the second I wake up and I can't breathe, and it's horrible. It really is. So in order to alleviate that kind of strangle on my, on my ability to breathe, I put one of these on, underneath one of these. What are these? These are clothes. Are the fabric that keeps you warm. I forgot I did words, would you believe? And then what I do is I have my Painkiller Drink. Brits will know what I'm talking about. Lemsip helps alleviate it. But what Lemsip is it's like a powdered, flavored paracetamol painkiller. You just put hot water in it, mix it up, and drink it. That really helps to alleviate the strain. I have to sit in the most awkward position. I have to sit like this in order to go. You know what I mean? Because it's just that awful. You know what I mean? It's probably the worst aspect of MS other than fatigue, in my personal opinion. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now, guys. I'm just trying to maintain a balance in my life in terms of content on the channel. I'm just trying to just make videos about things that I want to make videos about. I've showed the passion project to quite a few of you now. Most of you seem to like what it is. I'm not going to promote it until I've done like another 9 videos or whatever. So until I'm actually 100% sure that that's what it is that I'm going to do. But yeah, the main content that I'm pretty much focusing on right now is just basically doing Twitch, fan fictions, reviewing public freakout videos, reviewing the drama and stuff, reviewing weird news. I'm just doing any kind of mix. I've been doing a lot of gaming recently, but I'm going to be backing away from that as I know that my audience isn't primarily into that kind of thing. I have a gaming channel, Lord Bear Plays. That's where the gaming stuff needs to go. It's just trying to balance stuff, trying not to overwhelm myself, and just trying to be, I guess, kind and understanding to myself, because I know that there are new limitations on me and my life, and I've got to balance doing everything that I do online with being a husband, with being a father, and that's probably what I'll talk about in the next Multiple Sclerosis Diary, is the new challenges that are faced that I have faced as a husband and father, because those are worthy of discussion as well. But thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I know this is depressing, and I know that it's very monotone and glum, but it's just being real. It's just being real. But yeah, smash like, hit like, darling, and you know, go check out the OnlyFans if you want some buttery, dulcet tones in your life. And go give us a follow on Twitch, because I love Twitch and you love Twitch and everybody loves Twitch. I'm a cringe lord. Thank you guys. Peace.